Okay, so we're going to explore correlation and line of best fit. So what I want you to do is I want you to go to GeoGebra, we're at GeoGebra, and I want you to go to Tools, um, click on Point, and literally try to make like a bunch of points that like are on the same line, but not perfectly. Here we go. So A through J. Okay, then what we're going to do is we're going to go to Algebra. We're going to type in fit line, and then I'm going to go to fifth line and then list of points, and I'm going to type in, these are the points are capital letters, capital A, comma B, C, D, E, F, and you can see it's kind of like making a line of best fit through all the points. It's close to positive correlation, and so let's finish up with comma G, enter. Okay, we see the equation of the line. Um, Now the cool thing is, if I move some points around, the line kind of drags with it. It's kind of interesting. Here's F. I can move F. I can move G around. No, but the other thing we want to do is while we're in GeoGebra is can we figure out the correlation, the R value? So we can do that. CORR correlation coefficient. Enter. List of points. Once again, we can copy this, or I can do, cap A, comma B, C, D, E, F, G, close parentheses, enter. And this is 0.98. And you can see, yeah. Now, the thing is, how does 1 point affect this whole thing? And if I drag E down, like if I drag it away, the line's kind of trying to accommodate E, but my correlation coefficient is going down to 91. If I move my other points away, um, it's still trying to match up the line. We're not to like 87. I move F away, G away, kind of getting away. We don't have a really strong correlation. We're still 0.80. I can move this up, 0.70. It's becoming a blob, zero point 0.6, 0.46. It's really nothing anymore. It's even approaching negative. Is it positive, negative? Now, here's the interesting thing. Well, let's go back to a line, almost a perfect line. So G, totally in order. We got to go look. We're back up to like 0.92. Let's even get it on like 0.97, 0.99. It's 0.994. Perfect. I want to know if 1 point being an outlier. That's the thing, because we studied outliers, right? We know what an outlier is. Does 1 point really affect the data that much that we have to throw it away? And we can pick a point. Oh, what was I going to look at the point? There we go. So let's move it away. I moved G away. Everything was perfect. Look how G, the correlation is now down to 0.89. Let's move it away even further. With this 1 point, which is an outlier, it's still positive correlation, but I'm down to 0.58. And that's the importance of figuring out your outliers in your data. You really have to decide, is it worth keeping it? Because it's throwing off, you clearly how 1 point can throw off your correlation. It's still positive. We still, the slope and the y-intercept really hasn't changed that much, but, your correlation is just off. And that's the important of finding whether or not you have an outlier.